Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and today, unfortunately, was not a very good day because I sat down and watched War of the Worlds, the 2025 version of the film, and man, this shit is ass. So if you haven't heard about this movie, which I'm pretty sure you have, considering I'm very late to the party, this movie's complete garbage. Do I think it's redeemable? Not really. Did I think it was okay because of how bad it was? Well, yes, then. Actually, I did. It was so bad I found it entertaining, which is a new achievement because anytime I was looking up from my phone, scrolling through Twitter, I was kind of engaged. So to get off with the good stuff first, the actress who played Ice Cube's daughter, the daughter figure of the main character, I thought was the best performance in the movie. I thought her situation in the film and her role was really good. It was kind of captivating. It really was. It was carrying the movie. I can tell her back was hurting from all the carrying that she was doing. And I give kudos to Ice Cube. He's an established actor / rapper, and I think he did a pretty good job too. But I can also tell he did this shit for a paycheck because, man, oh God, that's it. That's all you get. You get Ice Cube and you get his the actress who played his daughter. That's it. I think their performances were pretty okay, but beyond that, that's when the movie starts falling downhill. So to break it down into simple terms, I think the most biggest, glaring, obvious, you can't avoid, most serious problem in this movie is clearly the budget. I don't know how much money went behind this movie. I don't know how much the budget was, but man, this shit is ass. I mean, it is bad. Every time one of those CGI creatures came on screen, or anytime they did an explosion, it looked like something out of a 2007 machinima. I swear to God, it feels like every time. It's just terrible. I mean, like video game graphics from 2004 looked better than this movie in some occasions. I swear to God, it was bad. And it sucks too because this movie is a cool concept because it's based off of the book that already realized the concept. Matter of fact, there was a movie in 2005 with Tom Cruise that also realized the concept. Now, don't get me wrong, I have no experience with those. Now, before you burn me at the stake, listen, hear me out, okay? I may have not seen those movies or read the book, but I do have a little bit of experience, and it's with a really good parody series called Scary Movie. The fourth Scary Movie did do a parody of the book / movie. So I did get a little bit of taste of what's going on, but that's all I got. But I'm not an expert on this, but man, the reason why I think this movie fails is because War on the Worlds, War of the, whatever. It relies heavily on creating a massive scope to give you a feeling that it really is a war of the worlds because humanity is fighting back against an alien force. So when you cannot convince your audience that the gigantic robot creatures that are stomping through the cities and stuff are convincing enough to be scary, we've got a problem. And unfortunately, they do not do a very good job at convincing me personally that they're really serious or really, really dangerous because every scene that they appear in, it looks trash. Just absolutely terrible. I don't know why this happened. I don't know. It was funded by Amazon Prime, which we're going to get into. Trust me, we're going to get into that. But the CGI parts of the movie are the worst, and they're everywhere. And I don't understand why they thought that was a good idea, because it's not. Another funny thing that I found pretty hilarious was that in one of the scenes where they were showing off the robots destroying the world around them, I shit you not, I literally saw a clip from a video I saw years ago of a dash cam of a forest being on fire and somebody rolling through the ashes, and they took that footage, put it in the movie, and edited one of the giant alien robot machines in the background. It looks so derpy. I was like, what's going on here? I recognize that. And yeah, this movie tends to use a lot of random internet footage and putting it into the movie itself and trying to integrate it with the plot as the giant alien machines are destroying the world. So yeah, I mean, and explosions? Oh God, I know you have seen the meme on Twitter of that guy randomly exploding on the Zoom call. That actually happened. It's actually like, it just like that, he gets exploded and it looks so stupid. But anyway, so bad visuals aside, that's already number one. It is 2025 and the visuals look terrible. I think an AI could have did better than this. It might have been AI. I don't know. I hope God not. But that's one of I think that is the most glaring part of this movie that is like just like unredeemable. It's just trash. The movie just looks bad. Visually, it's not that good. Now, for the plot. The plot gets very confusing. And it starts off with Ice Cube being a hacker, okay? He works for Homeland Security, okay? He's a hacker, okay? The amount of bullshit that this movie pulls for how they managed to keep the cell towers and drones and stuff to have a camera looking at every space at every single moment is kind of impressive on how stupid it is, okay? Because like a character could be in danger and this guy just super hacker man finds a drone, beelines towards the camera like it's Watch Dogs and just like, hey, I'm in control of a camera now, take its data code and I've entered the password, now I'm inside the grid and I'm switching perspectives and shit. I'm like, dude, what? Like what? And the camera is like the movie Unfriended. So the camera is constantly switching perspectives on the screen and it never lets any scene or emotion really resonate. It just keeps going and going. And matter of fact, I think if you can quote me on this if I'm wrong or not, I'm pretty sure this movie's length is literally the baseline standard for film length in the film industry. I think it's literally 90 minutes tops. That's it. It pops. I think it's literally an hour and 30 minutes. Like I swear to, yeah, that's right. I almost messed that up. But yeah. So like, there's just so many stupid scenes in this movie where they're doing ridiculous shit that's kind of impossible to believe. And don't get me wrong, I don't work for the government. I ain't got a clue. They might be spying on us right now. They might be spying on me. You know, you never know. But it seemed kind of stupid, and it also didn't really have any stakes. I mean, when you get to a point in one scene where your pregnant daughter gets stabbed in the foot and you hack a Tesla and you put her in the back of the car and then you auto drive it across Washington D.C. to a safe zone, I'm kind of in disbelief, just a little bit. But like I said, the actress for that character, the main character's daughter, I think she did a really good job at selling it. So I gotta give her credit for that. I think she carried the movie, at least to make it watchable. So those are some of the bad parts, but let's get into another big point that I think really hinders this movie. This movie is the biggest circle jerk I have ever seen for Amazon. This movie is not War of the Worlds. It is an advertisement for Amazon Prime. I shit you not, it literally is. Because as soon as they introduced the main character's daughter's baby daddy, the husband to the main character's daughter, when they introduced this guy and he's an Amazon delivery package handler, I immediately was like, oh God, please don't do what I think you're gonna do. And they do exactly that, man. I'm talking, this guy had the most deadliest USB thumb drive in the entire world, and he delivers it to the main character at the Homeland Security office with an Amazon Prime delivery drone. And he even quotes that it's the future. Dog, dude, I was so, guys, I was so over it at that point. I was glad that it was like the last 5 minutes at that point. I really was, because I thought that was the stupidest thing ever. They are gifting out Amazon gift cards. They're talking about ordering stuff on Amazon. It's like, it's insane to me, man. Seriously, this movie has got to be an ad. This has got to be a troll. This movie has got to be a troll. It's got to be like, you got to be tickling my nuts here on how bad this movie is and how it's just an advertisement for Amazon. This is absolutely stupid. I think that was worse than the actual. I think that was worse than the machinima-like freaking visuals from 2006. I swear to God, I couldn't believe it. It was like just aggravating. If anything, it was aggravating. But I think I got all that out of my system. So yeah, I think that's about it though. I can't really think of anything else that really this movie does that's horrendous. I think the pacing is out of control, obviously. The movie just keeps going and going because of its short length. I think some of the acting's got some weird deliveries. Seeing the random hacker buddies of the main character's son, which, by the way, he's technically the main villain. Oh, matter of fact, no. I remember another stupid thing about this movie. This movie loves to bait you with fake out deaths. The first one happens with the NASA lady. She dies but doesn't die. And then the son has a fake out death and then he doesn't die. Then the daughter has a fake out death and then doesn't die. And then the main character has a fake out death and then still doesn't die. I'm like, bro, what are the stakes here? Like they're so terrified to kill any character off. It's impressive. It is genuinely impressive. How they bait you so many times that a character's gonna die and never does. But you wanna know who does die? The random hackers that they hire to create the virus to fight back against the aliens. Yes, they all get exploded in random PNG green screen effects. Just dying. And that shit made me chuckle when that was not supposed to make me laugh. I understand, but man, it made me laugh because these random goobers just get absolutely wrecked by these alien robots. It was so stupid. It was, oh god, it was so bad. Man, this movie is so bad. It's honestly funny. It's like Ride to Hell Retribution bad. Like it's so bad. It's so good. So. Good advertisement, Amazon Prime. Very good advertisement, Amazon. I gotta give kudos. Let me tip the hat to you for your amazing ad in the big 2025. That this is what movies have resulted to. We get old A-list actors to come back, take parts that they clearly didn't want to fucking do. They get their paycheck, they leave. You bring out some really talented young talent, and you throw their careers in the trash. You slam dunk that motherfucker like Kobe into the trash, and then you post it on Amazon Prime. Thank God this shit didn't get a theatrical release. Thank God that a lot of people probably will never see this movie. And thank God that the original movie by Steven Spielberg and the book still exists. Because if this movie was original, I think it would have been worse. So thank God the original material exists. And that's about all I got. This movie was shit. Watch it if you're curious. I'll give you that. Watch it if you're curious. But man, it is absolute shit. And I feel like it might actually be one of the worst movies of all time. But you know, obviously, hindsight is the real truth. So we'll see what happens in the future. But yeah, that's about it. See ya.